Great, so what am I doing here? So what I'm doing here really is just mixing up some paints. And yes, I'm going to be doing some acrylic pouring using these paints later on today. But first of all, I'm just putting my pouring medium into each of these cups. Now I don't actually need a lot of colour because I've got quite a few colours here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colours. And I'm going to have a white swipe colour as well. Okay, so I'm going to have to mix up 8 colours really long term. So let's pour this in. There we go. And I do sieve my Owatrol, my Floetrol, because there are lumps in the Owatrol usually, and even sometimes in the glue medium. So it's a really good idea, good practice to make sure you sieve it. It's slightly more laborious and time consuming, but it's worth it in the long run. So we've got this colour up here. This is Pebeo Studio Acrylics, and that's cerulean blue, and that's just been mixed in with the pouring medium to a relatively fluid consistency because I'm doing swipes. So I might actually thin that down a bit more as well. So I'll add a bit of water to this because the Owatrol is quite thick today. And it's strange, it depends on, I mean, how thick or thin it is with the pouring medium depends on the type of weather we're having, all sorts of things. And the weather can really have an effect. If it's extra cold or if it's quite warm, it's slightly different. It's thinner sometimes. Okay, let's get that into the last but 1 cup. Then what I can do is just move on then and start mixing my colours in. So let's put this one in, Sky Blue Light, into here. Oops, I think I put some of the dry paint into there as well. I have to fish that bit out. Hi Carl, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Good afternoon from Northern Germany. Hello. I think you're the only one with me today, Carl. I didn't really announce it, and it's just quite impromptu because I'm sat at home quite bored, and the kids are in school, and I wasn't feeling too great this morning, and I perked up a bit now, so I'm just mixing up my paints. That's a gorgeous, oh god, that colour, is this baby blue colour, is my favourite in the blues. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah, so this is for a pour actually, Carl. It's for a collab I'll be doing, and I'm gonna add this opaque primary cyan. You can see it's all blues and greens, right? I wonder if you can guess what I'm going to be embellishing it with. But yeah, lots of blues and greens. Let's get another stirring stick and mix this one up. That one's done. We've got one left over here to do, so I'll just pour that one in. There we go. And it doesn't smell great, does it, Owatrol or Floetrol? It smells awful. I just realised it's right under my nose here and it stinks. So you do need ventilation because obviously mixing paints and mediums and paint thinners, you know, there are lots of fumes. It's a very exclusive live session, yes, just me and you. And yeah, you get my full attention then that way. How are you doing? Is it sunny in Germany today? What time is it in Germany now? I think it's you're an hour before. Is it an hour ahead of us? I think you are. So I'm just going to add some water in here. I measure it by squirts of the water because it's just easier for me to figure out how much I need and make sure I don't overdo it with the water. Oh, that's perfect, I think. That's a really nice consistency. It's actually 3 p.m. Oh, okay, so you're an hour ahead. Yeah, I always get that wrong. Yeah, you're an hour ahead, so... Have you got many plans today? Or are you painting today or not? I thought you were going to do a YouTube channel, or did you actually make one in the end? I wasn't sure what your news was. I'm just realised I've told no one that I'm on a live. I probably should have, right? Okay, right, I'll leave that alone, I think. Okay, so where were we before I got lost in trying to find where I am? Oh, there I am. So yeah, so we've got a couple of different blues going on here. Some really nice light and darker blues, and then we're going to do the greens in this too. I actually need 3 cups of the greens, don't I? So maybe we'll leave the white out for now and mix that up later. So we've got these colours to go. We need one more really. And that's the Diner colour, which is really vibrant and shimmery, which is lovely. So what are we doing next? We've got these mixed up. Let's add the green, shall we? Let's add this colour over here, I think, next. And the paint always dries right here and I end up dropping it in. It's really annoying. I just did that with the blue. I'm just going to pour some of that luscious green. I love that green. It's really, really nice. And I'm going to mix this up. It's super sunny here. I have no idea why I'm indoors. It's really sunny. I might go for a walk later. It's a lovely day. And it's been quite rare because it's been freezing temperatures over here and snow. So there's my Diner. It's super thick again. Let's water it down a bit. Yeah, so I was mixing these up on my own and I thought I'll just stick the camera on and see who's around, if anyone. I'm not told anyone. I just messaged 1 or 2 people just now. But yeah. Okay, and then the last colour, let's mix that up. And I'm not going to pour this today, I don't think. What I'm going to probably do is just leave it for the bubbles to dissipate. And once the bubbles have dissipated, I'll do the pour then. Always a bit sticking out to the end of the tube. Right, that one was phthalo green, obviously. Let's mix that up. So, Carl, actually I'm still preparing a session using a translucent base. Oh, okay, that sounds good. That sounds interesting. So you're prepping. Yeah, that's the thing with fluid art, isn't it? It's a lot of prepping. I swear there's more prepping than painting. And then there's cleanup as well. Lots of things to like. So that's my pouring medium ready in that one. I'm going to move this out. And I'll have to wash that quickly because it tends to really get stuck in these tiny little holes, I find. Pop that over there. Try not to make a mess. Now, which green haven't we done? We haven't done the brilliant green yet. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll do the brilliant green. I'm going to mix up some smaller colours with some pigments. I'm going to use a mixture probably of colour art pigments and TLPs. So I'll add a couple of more colours into this mix. Now, my substrate is actually not very big, so hence why the amount of paint you see is not a lot. I don't need a lot of paint right now. I am just doing this one piece for the collaboration I'm on, so... Okay. Hi, Sheldon. Hi. How are you doing? It's early morning for you, isn't it? 2 o'clock. Oh, you're going to work. Yeah, that thing that we have to all do, which is really annoying. But needs must, eh? Got it in a living still. So we've got one more there. And then I'm going to call it a day. This is going to be a very short one. That's all my colours so far. I don't know if you can see them all, actually. Yeah, I think you can, apart from one on the end. So I'm just going to do the white now. And I am using Owatrol instead of glue this time, because I usually use glue as a pouring medium because it's far cheaper and it goes a long way, you know. So if I'm not really selling the paintings or anything, then I tend to use the glue pouring medium. And if I am selling, or if it's a commission, I'll use this instead. Or just water. Okay, Sheldon. This other thing we need to do, isn't it? Eat. Takes up so much time. I swear if we could, we'd just be painting all the time instead. But life does get in the way. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I'm just going to add the white now. And the board is... Let me see what size this board is. So this is what I'm going to be painting on, this size wooden board. It's 11 by 14 inch board. And we'll see how that goes down. I'm just going to add the white paint now. This is just titanium white. Actually, I might use a different white, which I might just use the Pebeo one because it's slightly cheaper than the well, it's a fair bit cheaper than Amsterdam, to be honest, and does the same thing because this is going on the background, so I'm not too fussed. Let's get that in here. And that's our colours mixed for now. And what I'll do is add a couple of more pigment colours and I'll mix them up separately. It's a very easy way to mix. I did have the radio on earlier. It was nice and relaxing. Just listening to music and stirring. Hi Linda Lambert. How are you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, it was snowing and it's melted down here where I'm in Wales, Linda, and it did snow for a couple of days and it settled a little bit. My kids were able to play with snowmen and play snowball fights. They really loved it. They built snowmen and things and they had a great time. And then it all melted and my youngest was crying about her snowman melting. She was, because his hat and his scarf and his carrot nose were on the floor. When it melted the next day. Hi Ronak, we've got Ronak's drawing and scenery here. Hi Fiona, hi sweetheart. It's great to see you on here. I hope you're doing okay. I'm trying to mix paints because I've got a collaboration coming up 2 days before my birthday. I didn't realise it was 2 days before my birthday, but I agreed to it and I'm excited about it because we're doing texture on top of a pour. So the texture part of it was my idea in terms of like challenging everyone to do it. So it's going to be really exciting seeing what all the people who are participating come up with. And obviously I need to get mine done because if I'm doing texture on a pour, I actually need the pour to dry for a good few days before I stick texture on top. Otherwise there'll be all sorts of problems. I'm not sure I would even have time, to be honest, but I need to do this pour today, wait for it to dry a couple of days and then begin doing the texture work on top. So that's perfectly fine. They're all a good consistency now. Yeah, I like that. That's a nice consistency. It's thick but not too thick. And I think for swipes, for me, I like it slightly more thicker than other people. See, it only takes about 5 to 10 minutes to mix up some paints. It doesn't take too long. I suppose it depends how many paints and how much paint you've got to mix, and you can get little paint mixers as well, or use your drill with a silicone stirring stick attached to it. There we go. Perfect. My bathroom is leaking at the moment, so I'm waiting in for somebody to try and fix it because the water's coming through the ceiling in the living room, so not great. And yeah, we had 2 people who were meant to come on and they both cancelled last minute and wasted a load of our time. So husband's in work, but I need to stay in to make sure I can let them in and get it fixed. It's definitely the bath that's leaking. The taps are thing under the bath are leaking. Well, it's a bit thick still. I find the diner paint reacts differently when you mix it up. It's, I don't know, kind of stickier, I guess. It doesn't flow as easily from your stick. It's much more gooier, you know. I think it's the kind of metallic iridescent part of it. Have fun at work, Sheldon. I hope you have a good day. Okay, you've got yours, Ronick. Well, I'm going to sign off in a second. Aram, Art, My Passion is here. Hi, how are you? I'm loving all your recent paintings. I pop over to your channel every so often to have a look at them, and they come up on my community as well, so I really love seeing your art. You're very, very artistically skilled. Amazing work. Snow in Tatchfield in a back road that's not gritted. Can't get car out too many hills, so I'm doing art. Oh, Linda, aren't we lucky we've got something else to do when we're snowed in? Oh goodness, I hope it melts for you soon. You can get out and about when you need to. Byron, hello, good morning. Calling me a queen. Yes, good to see you. Recently uploaded a short video imitating Jock and Trusty from Lady and the Tramp, and I dedicated it to you. Oh, really? I'm definitely going to come and have a look. Okay, as soon as I sign off. That's really kind. That's really, really good. Thank you very, very much. And I'll have a look at it and leave you a comment. Okay, so no, it's at the beginning it was Owatrol, so I'm using Owatrol for this particular one because I'm hoping this painting is going to turn out amazing. Well, I've got big plans for this painting because I'm going to be doing a texture on it, and it's going to be a texture. I don't want to give too much away. It's going to be a particular type of bird. Okay, so yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a challenge. I haven't done much palette knife texture work onto acrylic pours before. I think I might have done it once or twice, but on very small pieces. This is going to be a very big piece. Well, big for me, I suppose. But this is the piece. It's a 11 by 14-inch wooden board. Okay, from Art Studio. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And the reason I picked a board is because with texture paste is super heavy. And I can't put it on a canvas without it dipping, it sinking, or having problems with movement. So I have to use a wooden board, and I'm hoping that's sturdy enough. It should be sturdy enough to keep a heavy textured bird up. The consistency, yeah. So it's Owatrol, as I said, and it's relatively thin because I'm going to be doing a swipe. Okay. So yeah. So basically, because it's a swipe, I'm going slightly thicker than normal. It's about a 3-second trace. If you can see that. I know the lighting is a bit stark in here. I don't know if you can actually see it, sorry. Okay, so that's what it's looking like. 1 part paint, 2 Owatrol. It's about, for me, it's about 3 parts Owatrol and 1 part paint, but it depends on the paint. Some of them are a bit thicker than others. So I just you know, go by eye really and look at the color that I want, the intensity of color that I want, and thin it down with water then as well, Linda. The light blue paint reminds me of Cinderella's iconic dress for some reason. Yeah, it really does. I really like that color. It's gorgeous. It's a sky blue light. Anyway, Fiona, are you in work or are you at home? I know it's Wednesday. No, it's Thursday today. I'm losing track. But Oak by Bettina is up later, by the way, guys, at 5 o'clock. She'll be releasing her premiere video. I'm not sure I'll be on later. I'll probably have the plumber around by then. I won't be able to go live, or haven't done a video this week, so hence why I'm just popping on quickly right now. So hi sweetie. Artist present in the house. Yeah, I just did a really quick mixing video because I don't have a live later. We've got a leak in the bathroom and it's coming through the ceiling downstairs, and it's a huge wet patch for the last 2 days, and we've had plumbers cancel on us, so I'm waiting for somebody to come and fix it, hopefully today by 5 o'clock today. And 5 o'clock is when I'm supposed to be on you know, Art Studio Thursdays with Betty, so I won't be able to make it, I'm afraid. Are there special offers for Owatrol anyway? I think sometimes they're on sale, but it's quite rare from what I know. I think the person to ask is probably Mark Ratcliffe. I'm not sure where he gets his from. I think he may have told me a while back. I'll have a look back through all my messages with him and find out or ask him. But yeah, Owatrol is quite pricey, isn't it? You know, I only tend to use it for big pieces or commissions and that sort of thing. But normally I just use the glue and water because that works perfectly fine as well. Okay, is there anyone else? Yeah, I think that's it. So I'm going to sign off, guys, and I will see you again next time. The next time I'm on is on Sunday. By the way, there's a big announcement on Sunday about the collab that I do on Sunday. Okay, so obviously I lead a collab on Sunday with Kat from Kat's Fluid Art Creations and Sheldon, but there will be an announcement coming out on Sunday about a big change. Okay, so stay tuned. Do try and join at least for the beginning of the videos on Sunday if you can, and it'd be great to chat to you on a live chat as well. Okay, that's it for now, and I will love you and leave you. Hi, Johnny, and I'm gonna have to say bye, Johnny. It was great to see you pop in for 5 seconds there. Sorry I didn't give anyone any notice, and I'm going on earlier than normal, but needs must really with the circumstances at the moment. So I think that's it, and I will chat to you soon. Bye for now.